Welcome to this lesson on creating an OpenAI Platform account. Before we can start using the OpenAI API with C# and .NET, we first need access to the OpenAI Developer Platform. This platform gives us the tools we need to work with OpenAI models. Here, we can create API keys, manage our projects, explore AI models, monitor API usage, and access developer resources. Think of the OpenAI Platform as the connection between our C# application and OpenAI's AI models. In this lesson, we'll create our account and take the first step toward building our own AI-powered applications. Let's get started. The OpenAI platform allows our applications to communicate with powerful AI models. Here, we have a simple C# application. First, the application sends an API request to the OpenAI API. The API receives the request and passes it to the selected AI model for processing. The AI model understands the request and generates an appropriate response. That response is then returned through the OpenAI API to our C# application. Finally, our application can process the response and display it to the user. So the basic flow is simple: C# application, OpenAI API, AI model-generated response, and back to our application. This allows us to add powerful AI capabilities to our applications without building and training our own AI model. The first step is to open the OpenAI platform. In your web browser, go to platform.openai.com. This is the official developer platform for working with OpenAI APIs and AI models. From here, we can access important developer resources, including API tools, documentation, code examples, and model information. Later in this course, we'll use this platform to create our API key and connect OpenAI models to our C# application. For now, simply open the platform in your browser. Next, we'll create or sign in to our OpenAI account. The next step is to create your OpenAI account. If you don't already have an account, choose the option to sign up. Depending on the available options, you may be able to continue using Google, Microsoft, Apple, or your email address. Choose the sign-in method that works best for you. If you use email, enter an email address that you can access, because you may need it during the verification process. If you already have an OpenAI account, you don't need to create another one. Simply sign in using your existing account. Once you're signed in, we can continue setting up the developer platform. Now let's complete the sign-up process. After creating your account, follow the instructions shown on the screen. You may be asked to verify some information associated with your account. For example, you may need to confirm your email address. Once the verification is complete, your account will be ready. You can then sign in to the OpenAI platform using the account you just created. So the process is simple. Create your account, verify the required information, and then sign in. Once you're signed in, you'll be ready to explore the OpenAI Developer Platform. Now that we're signed in, let's explore the OpenAI Developer Platform. This is where we'll manage the different resources needed to build our AI applications. You'll find areas for things such as projects, the playground, API keys, usage, documentation, billing, and account settings. Each of these areas has a different purpose. For example, projects help us organize our applications. The playground allows us to experiment with AI models and prompts. API keys allow our C# application to securely connect to the OpenAI API. And the usage and billing sections help us monitor how we're using the API. Don't worry about learning everything right now. We'll explore these important areas step by step as we continue through the course.
Next, let's understand how projects help us organize our AI applications. At the top, we have our OpenAI account. Within the account, API resources can be organized through an organization and individual projects. A project can represent a specific application you're building. For example, we might have one project for an AI study assistant, another project for a customer support bot, and another for a document summarizer. Keeping applications in separate projects makes it easier to manage their API resources and monitor their usage. Each project can also have its own API keys. Our application uses these API keys when sending requests to the OpenAI API. So projects give us a clean and organized way to manage multiple AI applications from the same OpenAI account. Next, let's explore the OpenAI Playground. The Playground allows us to experiment with AI models before we start writing any C# code. We simply enter a prompt, such as, "Explain machine learning for a beginner." The prompt is sent to the selected AI model. The model processes our request and then generates a response. This gives us a quick way to test different prompts and understand how the AI responds. We can experiment with our instructions, improve our prompts, and compare different results. This is especially useful while learning. Before building the same functionality in our C# application, we can first test the idea in the playground. Once we're happy with the result, we can move on to implementing it in code.